I hope so. Still probably day to day at this point. A little sore to seeing what I could do. Try to get through the day and see how I feel tomorrow. So get some good treatment and try to get ready for tomorrow. I'm not sure it's a friendly place to try to go out with a bum ankle. So I try to make sure I'm good before I step out there.
Was yesterday as bad as you thought it would be?
No, it was better. I was probably ahead of where I felt, after the game. But it's still a process. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you don't. So just try to manage it, day by day.
You hear back from the league?
A little bit. I haven't had a full-blown conversation, but
you're looking to open that debate, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah, I think that was the point of me saying something was just to. I'm sure that they've thought about it. I'm not saying they're sitting on their hands, but no matter how hard it is or how difficult it is or how bad of a decision it may be to cut some things and cut other things, I think it's something that we should look at from a player's perspective. I'm not speaking from the league's perspective. While I do understand it, I'm just speaking from a player that just got hurt, so you could understand where I'm coming from.
Well, you can make the argument that from a league perspective, the players are the league, right? Like, you guys are the product.
Yeah, but I understand it. They've cut it down. It's not like it's always been that way. They cut it down. There's less guys on the baseline. There's less space. And, they've done a good job of being proactive. I just think maybe we can try to look and see if there's more that we can do.
How does your game change when your starter is supposed to coming off the bench or doesn't anything you do differently or focus on?
No, I think you just get a better feel for the flow of the game. Coming off the bench is harder. You gotta insert it into however the game is, and then you gotta impose your will that way. So starting the game, you get a better flow. You get that first 3 to 4 minutes of the game where the teams are filling each other out. Your first couple shots may just be in the flow of the game versus coming off the bench, and you might be down 10 or up 10, and that one play could change the whole momentum of the game. So it's different, but my approach is the same. It's come in, be aggressive, run the team, and play defense, and whenever the shots fall, that's extra.
At least at one point, maybe 2 weeks ago, it looked like that was going to be, or it sounded like that was going to be an open competition for that job, maybe something that's going to be kind of fluid. You sort of look at it as the better you play, the harder it's going to be for Nick to make a change.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. It is what it is. If I start or I don't start, I'm just, as long as I get some good minutes, I'll be all right. And I know it's going to be hard to keep me off the floor whether I start or don't start. So I think it's my job to figure it out and make sure that he doesn't feel the need to sub. So, as long as I keep doing what I'm doing and keep proving that I belong out there, I think I'll have a good chance to be out there.
Do you and Kyle just sort of communicate about the ball handling, who will handle what, or?
We really don't even talk about it. It's just a feel. Obviously, as my ankle went down, he took more of the load, and I got a great feel of him, of where he's at in the game and how the flow's going, if he's doing better with the ball in his hands, if he needs some spot-up shots. So if he's tired, we just kind of read each other's minds in that sense of figuring out what's best and just go out there and play. It's not really a conversation to be had.
When you look at a team like Boston that starts a little bigger, one of you or Kyle would likely be on a bigger guy. Do you relish an opportunity like that, like you did with Ingram in Tuesday's game or Friday against Boston?
Yes and no. It depends on who it is. I think, my stats against post-ups have been pretty good the last few years, so I do take some pride in that. But, usually just the general belief is that when you got a small guy, you post him up. But I think me and Kyle have been at the top of, not a small sample size, but guarding the post, our numbers are pretty good. So you do take some pride in that. You don't want to get scored on. So that's just, no matter who I'm guarding, I never want to get scored on, and I take a lot of pride in that.
How did those minutes feel on your body the next day?
It was all right. I think I was lucky enough to, not lucky, but I had the ankle injury to worry about, so I didn't even have a chance to worry about my body. And the minutes is, it depends on game to game, how many times you're hitting the floor, what type of minutes are you playing, how many minutes straight are you playing, and then how you feel. You play well, you don't feel it at all. You play bad, every bone in your body hurts. So I felt okay, and those things usually just get worse as the season goes on. Right now, everybody's fresh and feeling good and excited. If I play 45 in March or February, I'm pretty sure it'll feel a lot worse.
When you had hurt the teeth last year, you said you might wear a Mouthguard after that. You did. How are you feeling about that now?
I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to speak anything to existence, but I would say it's very difficult for me to wear a mouth guard. It's just not a natural feel for me. I haven't found one that's breathable and lets me talk and do the things I need to do. So I'm getting one made right now. We'll see how it looks when it comes, but the one that I have, I'm not a fan of it.
Terrence said that your story is an inspiration for him. What do you think of his NBA days?
Oh, he looked good, man. He looked good. I was laughing and joking with him about the air ball. We've all been there. I know, because I was just looking at him. In the game, I wanted to just laugh because I just know how that feels. It sucks, man. You get out there, you're so excited, and you air ball in front of God and everybody. So, no, he played well. He really can rebound the ball. He's got a physical body. He's a good defender. He made some great plays. I think he had a nice dump off to Serge or somebody. Great couple passes, and that's what we need for him. I thought he looked good.
We were joking, the first rebound, he got looked like a video game the way he
Yeah.
Is it a noticeable difference to you guys when guys have that kind of vertical?
Yeah, I think for me, I could just always tell who played football. So he's just got a nose for the ball. He's not scared. Most guys get a little shy, they close their eyes when they're in there, but it's more in your mind than anything. You're not going to get hurt going for the ball, so you could just tell he has no fear. He went up there in the trees and grabbed a couple down, and that's what we need him to do.
Do you continue to kind of mentor him knowing the shoes that you took in?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I don't want to make it too big of a deal about it because I know how annoying it could be in his shoes, but I just, whatever he asks, I try to be there for him to help. I'm not preaching to him every day. There's certain things that I see that he can do better, I'll tell him. And then whenever he asks questions, I give him whatever insight I have, and we just keep going. Like I said before, my thing with him is just trying to speed up the learning curve, and then he's got to bump his head and make mistakes and air ball and blow assignments and turn the ball over, himself. He's got to go through that like we all did, but just try to speed up the learning curve so he can get on the floor, and then that experience will be the best teacher that he could ever have.
Have you had any advice to him ahead of his first road test?
No, other than him and the other guys will have some duties on going to the store and stuff like that, but we'll see. These guys got a tough back-to-back. We all got a tough back-to-back, early in the season, so they'll get their first experience. What do you mean? I mean, I'm wearing the shoes. I don't have a deal. I'm sure whenever I sign a deal, you guys will know about it, but other than that, just wearing some shoes. I haven't had a deal in the last 2 or 3 years, so just finding shoes that fit, and we're talking to N1 about a potential deal and haven't signed yet, so I'm still a free agent.